This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
And here's something else that I want to share with you. As I've reviewed this footage, and any time that I think that somebody is shady or somebody is brought to my attention that is involved or I would like more information on, they happen to be wearing a maroon shirt. Have you guys noted this? Everybody that day, like I know, look, everybody.
Y'all, please stop. Now I'm feeling like Candace is punking us. Now maroon shirts.
Everybody is liberal and guys wear pink and, Abercrombie's a thing. But I've never in my life looked at, every guy seems to be wearing maroon that I'm like, who is this guy? Oh, he's wearing a maroon shirt. Oh, he's wearing a maroon shirt. Tyler Robinson's where everyone's wearing a maroon shirt as if they were told to wear maroon shirts to identify each other. I'm communicating this to you because it keeps coming up in my research, and I think it means something. I think we need to hone in on the men, the people in the audience that are wearing maroon shirts. I don't think it's your go-to color for most men. In fact, it was so often that I was seeing this color that I reached out to my source at Utah, and I was like, maybe it's a school color. Maybe actually they're all buying shirts and buying T-shirts, and the school color for UVU is maroon. And he told me, no, it's not maroon. So this feels like something that we shouldn't ignore. I was able to track down a couple of episodes ago. I was telling you this bush situation seems to be a little odd. People thought they saw somebody speaking to a bush. And I was able to determine who that person was that kind of comes out of the bush. Again, not saying this person has done anything wrong, but unusually when I went to check that person's socials, they had
Y'all, okay, let's just clean up palette. We got to jump over to social. Y'all, this is some patchwork theories, right? We know that, right? She's ironically mentioned the feds in a roundabout way. I'm taking feds, y'all. In Nebraska, Nebraska is kind of like a random country to me, man. It's a random country. I'm just going to take it. Wow. Somehow or another, we've gone almost 10 minutes and she has not she's not mentioned Judaism, Jews, or Israel at all. That's going to have to be a record. I'm going to have to give her some kind of award for that. Wow. Now people who wear maroon are subject to critique. That's some crazy work. I really think she can be this foolish. And let me tell you why. And I really believe that Candace has been given over to conspiracies. If you follow my video I did on Christless conservatism, Candace is given over to this. I mean, a lot of us like that type of stuff. We like a little conspiracy every now and then. Let's just tell the truth. But Candace is given over to it, where she looks for conspiracy under every rock. And the reason I know that she does is because this one right here, thank you so much, Captain Jax, with the $5 super. It says this: Candaspiracy is using her Bible, which is the book Chaos, to overload her cult with info, to confuse the mind with too much info to check, creating chaos to cover lies. Because that book is about what she's doing. The book Chaos is about how she presents information. And I really believe this is what she's doing to her audience, is creating this chaotic situation where they honestly are just overwhelmed, completely deluged with information, and they'll almost accept anything because it's like, okay, it makes sense. That's what I think is happening. So when we see this poor woman, man, she is gone. She is lost. And I'm not trying to be hyperbole.
Posted on September 10th about their bulletproof skateboard that, I don't know if it was like a promo for his skateboard or whatever it was, but didn't do any follow-up posts about Charlie Kirk. Nobody in his family posted about Charlie Kirk. You had a front row seat and you watched Charlie Kirk die, and I guess no social posts about it, wasn't interested, maybe wanted to stay out of it. And then I obviously find out that his dad is the head of, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, president of the Mormon temple in Los Angeles. His name is, this person that was behind the bush is Jacob Kasparian. And then it just kind of becomes like a dark hole trying to figure out his father and his father's connections to the Middle East. So I am still working on that. But yes, he as well was wearing a maroon shirt. I think we need to pay attention to that as we widen our investigation, because if I was the military, and the reason we didn't promote this event, and again, we're theorizing here, but the reason we waited to the very last second to put up posters about this event was because you actually did want to control who went there that day. You didn't want a bunch of people driving in from all over to see Charlie Kirk. You wanted to control what videos were going to hit the internet. You controlled everybody who was video.
There was 3,000 people there. How many more people did they want? Y'all, this woman is insane. Like, for real? That's crazy work right there.
Recording. I even think, and I'll have to check this, that the people that were live streaming that day had military backgrounds as well. If I wanted to control all of that, and I also wanted to use like civilians to show up, I would make sure they all knew to wear a certain shirt or to wear a certain hat so they knew who they were. That's me. If I'm running a military operation, which I feel like I know because I do run kind of a toddler military operation, that's a good way to indicate who at Disney World is your family, everybody wearing the same color. So I think we should be clued into that, continue to follow our instincts and to get as much information as we can, because we are getting close. They are getting, radical in these non-debunkings.
I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.